Hi everybody, it's Miss Knutson. I wanted to make a really quick video to further explain our final project, which is coming up on December the 12th, the final Monday before Christmas break. I really wanted to make this video to explain things a little so that I don't take up a lot of class time, because our class time is precious and I really want us to draw and for me not to talk the whole time. So hopefully this will answer some questions, and if any parents or students have questions for me, please feel free to send me an email or a text and ask those questions. Okay, so for our final project, we are going to do a portrait, and that is listed in your syllabus, and we've been talking about that a little bit in class. We are studying the human figure. We've studied the Renaissance, and we will study other periods of art history and reflect on the elements of art as well as drawing the human figure. So we will practice that every class until Christmas break. One thing that's going to be different about our portrait project this time, first time I've done it this way, is that just reflecting on what is going on in our world right now. There's a lot of stuff happening, guys, and as believers and lovers of Jesus, we have a responsibility, and as artists and art students, we also have a responsibility. We have the opportunity to communicate a lot of things through our artwork, and so this project, we really do have an opportunity to spread the love of God through the use of our artwork. So our project is going to have a bit of a theme for your portrait. I would like us to concentrate on celebrating our differences, okay? So one important element of each student's portrait is going to be to draw a person who expresses something different than you as the artist, okay? So that can be a really practical thing, like somebody who looks different than you, who is very different in age. If you are 9 years old, maybe you want to draw somebody who is 90 years old, for example. It might be somebody who has a very different lifestyle than you do. Perhaps they came from a life circumstance that's very different from yours. Maybe there's somebody even in your family now who you have welcomed into your family, adopted, or has been brought into your home in an important way. Maybe somebody in your actual family is somebody who could be a subject for this portrait. So I hope that aspect is clear. I want to communicate the beauty and amazing qualities of the human race. And I also want to have students really reflect on just how other people around the world have a different life experience than they do. So you as students can brainstorm with your parents and use this as an educating opportunity, parents, however you see fit for your family. I am not here to spread any agenda beyond we are made in the image of God and let's celebrate that, okay? We're all made in God's image, and let's see what that looks like. We as the body in the church can really combat a lot of the hurt and fear that is going on right now with simple acts like this. I really believe that. These children that we get to be with every week at Hilger really are a mission field. And so I want us to take an opportunity with this project to express how we love one another as children of God, as the body of Christ. Okay, so I hope that's clear. I don't need to get further on a soapbox. So anyway, this piece of paper will come home with your child's project. Okay, and it just says celebrate our differences. And this piece of paper will be turned in with your child's project, okay? With your project, kids. All right. So I need each student to fill this out. There are questions here that can be simple or can be difficult, and I've assigned the same project to everyone from my 8-year-old elementary students to my 18-year-old high school seniors, okay? And it just is up to you all to make this challenging for you, the student, okay? I don't need my 18-year-olds to come in with elementary answers, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory, okay? All right, so the first blank says, this is a portrait of. So if you happen to know the person, if you know their name, if you're familiar with them, then please put their name, okay? If you choose to do somebody who's a complete stranger, maybe you chose a photo from a magazine or something you found online, please just list them however they are listed, either if the picture says who they are or if you just want to put the old woman, okay? That's fine. Artists have been doing that for hundreds of years. You do not need to know them personally to do this project, but you need to celebrate how they are different from you, okay? So that is an option. If you need to, National Geographics, for example, are an amazing resource to find photos that are beautiful visual aids of places and people all over the world. So if you have one of those, if you want to borrow one of mine, that's fine. I've got a lot of them. The second question is, I use these art supplies to create this portrait. I want you to tell your audience what you use to create your portrait. You do not need any flashy art supplies for this project. Just what's required. Pencils, paper, markers, chalk, all those things, it's fine. You don't need to go buy anything special. I chose this person for this project because that's where I want my older students to be a bit more thoughtful. My younger students can answer this very practically. If they look different than you, if they have a different life experience, something that's a simple thing to answer, that's all I'm requiring for my younger students. You don't have to be really philosophical about it. My older students, I do want you to be more thoughtful about it, but please, don't fake it. Just write why you chose them. I want an honest answer. But those of you who are able, with your maturity, to process why you chose your subject, please share. Don't be afraid to express yourself. This is a very important skill as an artist to learn how to talk about your artwork, how to explain it to your audience. So this is a good opportunity. As the artist, I think my portrait is beautiful because, all right, this again can be technically, if you think you got their skin tone perfectly right with the colors you chose, or if you did a really good job with their eyebrows or something, please share that. We would like to know. If there's something that you would like to share, they're beautiful because of who they are inside. Again, something that's symbolic, something that's more of a message that you want to share with your audience. This is the place to put that. Okay. Again, my older students, I would like you to reflect a bit more about your subject as well. And then the last question is, creating this portrait taught me a few things. Again, technically that can be one of those things. If you had a hard time with something and you want to share that it was difficult, or if you realized there was something that you couldn't do before and you found success in it this time, then please share it here. If there's anything that you know about the person that you drew that you would like to share, something that you learned about that person who is different from you that you would like to share, this is a place to do that, okay? Our projects this time, we will hang them up in the art classroom, not up and down the hallway, because I know that sometimes doing portraits is a bit more of a heart on your sleeve sort of project. So we're going to keep them inside the classroom. I would like to leave them up during exam week. So you guys as families decide if you are willing and able to do that. I think that the artists in the art classes have a unique opportunity to share this beautiful thing of celebrating the differences in our world through their art. And if you want to share that with the other classes who meet in that room, I would love it. I'm so proud of all of you guys. You all do a great job. So I love bragging on you and showing off your work. So let's hang them up in the classroom. We'll hang them up and talk about them during class on December 12th, the last day before Christmas break. And then we will display these forms, which I'll probably put them on some sort of cardstock or something to make them a little bit beefier. Anyway, we'll make sure that your statement about your artwork here is listed with your artwork, and it will just be in the classroom. If you want to give your portrait as a Christmas present to somebody, please don't feel like you must leave it with me over Christmas break or even during exam week. But I would like your original piece of artwork to be turned in on December 12th during that exam week. And you can take it home with you after class if you are going to take it to Hobby Lobby and frame it and give it to someone for Christmas. Okay, you can do that. Anyway, I without going too much further, I want to make sure that you guys know that you can always call, text, email me about any questions about these projects. I made this video just to make sure we don't take up precious class time and so that you, the parents of the students, hear my intention with this project if there is any confusion. I'm a homeschool parent. I understand my middle schoolers come home and they tell me stuff and I'm like, huh? So I would like us to have an open line of communication about this project. It is a little unique. I've never taught it this way before. So I'm excited to see what comes of this project. It's so important as young artists to learn how to communicate these things, these differences in the human race. So use this opportunity at home to express what your family believes. And like I said, my goal as their art teacher is just to help them learn how to draw the human figure and help them celebrate how different we all look, okay? And who we are inside. Anyway, I hope this helps, and I will see your students on Monday, and I look forward to seeing the projects that they make on December 12th. Thanks, guys. See you soon.